Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Welcome to the 6th episode of the ABC as a Tour book club. I'm very excited with this new technology. Today we're going to deal with this book, Turning Pro, and the subtitle is Tap Your Inner Power and Create Your Life's Work. And the abstract is very strange. Was taken word by word from page number 5. You don't need to take a course or buy a product. All you have to do is change your mind. When you hear the word mind, you have to change your mindset. And we have to mention here the great book of Carol Dweck, The Mindset. You have two types of mindset: the fixed mindset, and the growth mindset. Okay, now these are the 8 main ideas of the book Turning Pro by Steven Pressfield. As usual, we have the mind map and we have the wonderful 6 pages PDF from my very generous friend Brian Johnson. Let's jump into the wonderful ideas. Number 1, what ails us? What ails us? Of course, this book is How Can We Turn Pro? The first book, The War of Art, is all about encouraging us to turn pro, and this is How Can We Turn Pro? And how can we fight and resistance with capital R? The first idea here is what ails us. What ails us? Of course, what ails us is not being sick or being failures, but what ails you and me is we are not living the lives of professionals. We are living the lives of amateurs. The second one is shadow calling versus true calling. What's the difference between them? They look like the same. If you go to page number 5, its shape is similar. Its contours, or contorno in Italian, tantalizingly the same. I'm going to tell you my personal story about the difference between shadow calling and the true calling. My shadow calling was reading, studying, embodying books, and keeping all this for me, not sharing with others. Now, my true calling is sharing with you what I am reading. And also, I have received this wonderful email that can illustrate this more and more. I've watched your video on critical thinking, again another successful presentation and analysis of yours. I am extremely happy that you found yourself in this field. Thank you. The field of educating others, I hope so. Illustrating concepts and facilitating matters for your fellow teachers. Wish you all the success you aim at and beyond. Thank you very much. And if you look at the shadow calling of the writer of Stephen Field was driving trucks. And what's the relationship between driving trucks and writing? Writing is his true calling. As Stephen said, both are powerful and manly. Free from habits. Can you free yourself from habits? You can't. Absolutely you can't. But all you can do is replacing the bad habits with good habits. When we say habits, I always remember the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. The first one is proactive, not reactive. Begin with the end of mind. Everything has created twice. First thing first, when approach, everyone is happy. Seek to understand before being understood. Synergy, 1 + 1 = 3 and more. Sharpen your soul. Sharpen your soul. Hassan, we don't have enough time. We are teachers. If you don't have enough time to grow as this mindset, you don't have enough time to go to the gas station to refill your car because you are in a hurry. ecstatic hell. I love this one, ecstatic hell. Epiphany is very similar to ecstatic because it needs a great distinction, and it is also hell because we have to blow up our current situation, our current self. As we all know, in order to have resurrection, you must have crucifixion. And also, as Nietzsche said, the snake that cannot shed its skin, it will perish, absolutely. So you have to die to the old version of yourself, to give birth to the new one. Ecstatic, excited, hell. Shame is good. Shame is good. The word shame is really connected in my mind with Brené Brown, the fantastic writer who wrote 2 books. The first one is Daring Greatly, and the second one, The Gifts of Imperfection. I really recommend reading them. Shame is good. Of course, shame is good because after this epiphanal experience, as the writer said, after 90 seconds, immediately you will have the triangle like this. After having this experience, you will have reality and humility. After going with this shame experience, immediately you will gain that well. That well. Wow. Coming to, these are the numbers of the pages. And Pablo Arre Pablito. Pablito is the same as Pablo, but Arre means stop. It's a real story. It's about Picasso, the vampire, we know in the previous video. Yeah, he has his studio in Paris, and he was talking with the owner of the gallery, and the owner of the gallery is very ecstatic because he is dealing with Picasso. So he starts selling the paintings before taking them to his gallery. Picasso took the knife, slashing all the paintings, and this is what he said: Pablo Arre Pablito, but he never stops. And this is why, because he has his own standards, Picasso. We have all to protect our standards. I love it. The 10,000-hour rule, he mentioned it also, the 10-hour rule. I didn't write the page, but of course, you have, in order to master any craft, you have to practice and practice and practice. You have to show up to work what must be done. You have to work consistently, persistently, every day. So the 10,000-hour rule, this is the idea also, as the writer said, of Malcolm Gladwell. The Malcolm Gladwell wrote 2 important books. 2 important books. The first one is The Tipping Point, and the second one is The Outliers. And amazing thing, they are both in page 111. 111. This is The Tipping Point. 111. This is The Outliers. People who are genius. And all our reading club is about genius is made, not born. Genius is neither inborn nor naturally cultivated. You have to work hard. You have to tussle. So the 10,000-hour rule. The last one, the amazing one, is you are the hero. And I'm gonna read the last page of our book. The hero wanders. The hero suffers. The hero returns. You are that hero. The hero wanders. Yes, when you go off to the forest, there is no specific path you can follow. You have to find out your own path. The second one, the hero suffers. Yes, the hero must suffer. The hero must face demons and dragons. The hero returns. Of course, he has to return with the treasure that we reserve. You are that hero who wanders, suffers, and returns with the treasure. Yeah. Super quick look again of Stephen Pressfield, Turning Pro, published by the Irish people are not almost black, but this is the Black Irish, for the sake of his partner, the co-founder of the Black Irish, and the person who wrote the foreword, his partner is Sean Coyne. Okay, what ails us being not professionals, being amateurs, shadow calling, true calling, search for your true calling, and don't be afraid, free from habits we can't, ecstatic versus hell, epiphany, excitement, shame is good, yes, it's very good, Pablo Arre, Pablito, don't challenge the standards of highly professional people, 10,000 hour rule, do your best and forget all about the rest. Yes, you are the hero, you can wonder, you can struggle, but you must come back to us with the gift, with the treasure. Thank you and see you. I'm very proud of using the technology. Thank you very much.